Hello. Hi, good morning. Where's the mic? There's the mic.
It's over here.
Aha.
Aha! Come to find your mug, Michael.
Oh, it's on my face.
It's not that mug. Although I will fill that with tea. But I need a vessel to put your tea in.
Here you go. Take your pick.
Great, one's full of dirty napkins and earbuds, and one's full of Jaffa cake wrapper?
Yeah.
Are there any more Jaffa cakes?
No. Cool. There we are. Yes, good morning. How are you all? I might just turn this music down just a smidge. Not super solo styling. India's making tea and breakfast and all sorts, so figured I'd just make a start. How are you? I'm gonna go with this brush today. Or I didn't even realize you had a problem with your car, but I'm glad you found the solution. That's a whole story all in one. Hey, there's a problem with the car, but I fixed it. Yay! Toothpaste is a tad sleepy, and hello, Ali. Oh. I can relate to... Yeah, this will do. I can relate to being sleepy for sure. Ah, what are you coloring? Oh, Monster Girl clip. Okay. It's looking really cool. Just finding a reference for a sec. This one could be cool. As of late, I've been working on coloring issue 4 of Coda, and still working on some animated stuff with India, mainly. Ooh, this one's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one if I can.
Here's your tea.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Get in the call.
Get in. Am I not in the call?
No.
Huh.
Get in the
I thought you would have put me in the call.
I've been busy talking.
What's new? So I guess I'll call you.
No. I'm doing it. Burp.
See, that share screens, that screen, it's fine.
Oh, look, there's an Epiphex. And Rolando says that they met Super Mega and saw Sussy. Was that at Anime Expo?
Sussy? You mean Susie?
Oh, Susie. Susie then. Is that how you spell her name?
S-U-Z-Y.
Oh, it's spelled S-U-S-S-Y.
Oh, well, maybe Sussy is someone different.
Maybe not, because I did see a picture of her on their stand.
But maybe there's someone says new YouTuber called Sussy. Yeah, I know.
Hey, I just read it as it comes. Signy says hello.
Hello! I'm just getting my Restream open, and then I'll be able to see all the glorious messages.
Are you ready for it to display your screen?
Hold on.
Just let me know.
Yes, I am. Yes, it was Susie. That's awesome. That was at Anime X. That's the thing that I said I wanted to go to. Because everyone's tweeting about going and being there and it being cool.
Yeah.
Hello, Aline.
What do I usually...
Hello, Orlando. Orlando. The stream is not complete without Orlando. Anime X is a horrid con though. Tell us more. There's people who are, well, as a person who's considering roping Mike into going to it 1 year.
Yeah, why is it so, horrid?
Is it, like, super overcrowded? How long was it on for, too? Is it still going on, or is it over now? I can see clearly now, the con is done. It's not run by staff, it's all voluntary workers.
Oh, okay.
Shawnimation says, OJ. Hello.
Hey.
Well, it is the morning stream, so thank you for bringing OJ.
I thought they said, oh. Maybe they said OJ earlier.
It did. Shawnimation's burped out their mouth. If it had been anywhere else we burped from, I would be worried. It's super crowded and they're experienced people managing. Yeah. I do think that I saw someone take a photo of, it might have been a different con, but I think it might have been Anime X, and it was really crowded, like unsafe crowded.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a little bit worrying.
It's not the best, has to be said. It's sad that it can get to that point that they're okay to do that for ticket sales. Cram way too many people into too small a space.
Yeah.
Nah, eyes aren't meant to burp usually. In my experience. I thought so, that's an entirely different thing. That's completely normal.
You fart out of your eye. Is that what you're saying? Or did I miss the thread?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Cons are just frightfully crowded in general, says Toothpaste. Yeah, that's true. Some are less crowded than others though. Like the couple we've been to, like we've been to a couple of Comic Cons that have been been okay. Was she trapped in the toilet?
She was in the bath.
Was she peeing in the bath? If she's peed in the bath, I'm happy. If she peed on the floor, I'm unhappy. The bath is much easier to clean. Buffy's peeing everywhere.
She was in the bath, so I don't.
Is there also pee in the bath?
No, but then maybe it ran away.
Maybe you caught her, and she was like, "No." Like Thought Bubble was pretty crowded, but we were behind the table, so it was kind of okay. But we've gone to a lot of small conventions, and they've all been really nice.
I think she was peeing in the bath.
It's good. I would encourage her to do that more often. I'd much rather her pee in the bath than her pee in various spots all over the kitchen floor.
Very true, yeah.
Because I just need to run some water and it's dealt with.
It's just like, I can't really trust her to always pee in the bath. So I'd rather she just didn't go into the bathroom.
I'd rather she always peed in the bath, and we encouraged it. So Rolando says, never mind the crowds, that's fine, but they dared to have us wait to get inside the con and panels in 90-degree Fahrenheit weather with 45% humidity. Yeah, I don't know how they're organising it. Like, potentially if the con wasn't set up and the panels had other things going on, I could understand them not being able to let people in, but they should have had like a rest area.
Yeah.
Or something where people could wait.
People going around with refreshments.
Something, yeah. Something. They had a crazy thing when we went to CTNX, which is that there are limited numbers for panels, but there aren't limited tickets.
Oh yeah. So it was a first come, first served queue system as well.
It wasn't that, I'm sorry. They had limited tickets, but the problem was that if you bought a VIP ticket, you could reserve a spot on any panel you wanted. That was part of being a VIP and paying the extra money, was that you could reserve a spot on any panel. So people would buy tickets to limited seat venues, and then the 75 VIPs who decided they wanted to go to that panel would show up and be like, well, we have to get in because we're VIPs and we wanted to go to this one. Yeah. And we just let in those people with the tickets who didn't have VIP passes, even though they paid for the tickets, couldn't fit in.
Yeah. It was pretty terrible.
Which was really bad.
I only really saw it on one panel really badly for that. Right?
Yeah, and you almost didn't get into that, did you?
Yeah.
You managed to get in. Did you manage to get in at the last minute because one person came out?
It was just they had to keep finding seats, and then when they saw that there was a free seat, they were like, "Okay, you go in. There's one over there." But of course, people weren't filing into it and sitting and filling up the rows or anything. It was like they were leaving gaps. So
it's really annoying when people do that. When there's hundreds of people waiting to get in, and they're too demure to sit next to one another. And even when they see that people literally no one else can fit in, and there's an empty seat next to them, they won't move to make it clear that there's a seat.
Yeah.
Hardick, the temperature police, is here. Yes, Sonny, good luck with the writing.
Good luck, dude.
Panels were all late, apparently.
Oh, like late starting?
Hey, Oatmeal.
That doesn't help, because if you're trying to get between panels...
Yeah.
they have to have a certain cut-off time, and if they have a certain cut-off time, it means that you get less content.
Yeah. Miranda, they're saying here, a composer, a producer, and voice actors came to bits from other states and countries, and they had no time for Q&A. That sucks. It sounds like all the panels were really badly organised, I guess. I'm glad that you got to meet Susie and Super Mega though. I guess that was the best part about it, the artist alley.
Yeah. I think that's always kind of the way though.
That's kind of what I'd want to go for, to be honest, I think.
Just like meeting people face to face sort of thing.
Yeah, and seeing all the cool art. I think next time I go to a con, I'm going to be less bothered about going and seeing all the people doing the talks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be more concerned with going and meeting the artists in Artist Alley, buying stuff and talking to the up and coming people.
Yeah.
Who are like going to be doing that stuff in the future.
Yeah, because like anything that you would get from a panel, unless you're there and you ask a question, and they're answering your specific question, you could probably just watch the same stuff on a video on YouTube kind of thing.
Oh, I'm more thinking all the people who go to the panels, who you're going to go and see.
We'll probably have a table anyway.
No, I meant more the artists in the Artist Alley. Like, are aspiring voice actors, they're animators, they're artists, they're directors.
Right, yeah.
They're going to be where those people are in like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. So stop trying to catch up and look around instead, sort of thing.
Yeah, like I'm sure that they have loads of knowledge as well. And they're much more accessible to get to.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Like,
I'd be interested to talk to those guys as well about like what they're doing, what they want to do, if they want to do any collaborations, what it's been like for them, what they want to do in the future.
Yeah, you're more likely to have a conversation than you are like sitting in a room all staring at the same people and listening.
Yeah, to be honest, it's rare that I go to a panel and find out stuff that I didn't know that I think can help me, because a lot of panels tend to be retrospectives.
Yeah.
The questions are like, did you enjoy working on this show? What was your favourite episode?
Yeah. There were some good panels at CTNX that I'm glad I went to though.
Yeah.
But the majority, not so much.
There's a lot of artists at CTNX that I'm glad that I met. Artists that I'd looked up to for a while. But I think if I was to go again, I'd spend less time worrying about getting to the panels and more time in Artist Alley.
Yeah.
Talking to people.
The Artist Alley was massive.
It was. We barely got around all of it. We like had a full day to go around it, and I don't think we even managed to go and see everything.
No. We had to start like skipping toward the end.
Yeah. So I don't know. People are talking about maybe we could go to one of the Comic-Cons next year in America, either San Diego or New York.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sure exactly where we get the money yet, but it's a nice dream.
I can't decide which one I'd rather go to. Maybe the New York one. Like I've always wanted to go to New York, but San Diego's closer to LA.
Yeah, like literally the only thing I know about them is the location difference. I don't know what the difference is in the cons.
I think San Diego is considered like the
convention, if you know what I mean. Okay. That's interesting. It feels like more people I know have gone to the New York one, which is why I kind of thought that was the main one, because so many people have gone to it.
Apparently Orlando can hook us up with passes to San Diego Comic Con. That's a really good offer, but I don't know if I'd be able to fly all the way to San Diego on the without the security of knowing, okay, we've got in.
Man, that'd be cool though.
So
we're still umming and ahhing about it because we have to find the money to travel to America, but we're thinking for next year, so we'll keep you updated. Because man, that'd be amazing. Oh, Miranda says getting the pass is super hard.
It's like super popular.
Oh, night night, SB.
I know.
Sleep well. Yeah, we do have till next year to decide, which is good. But we really wanted to go to America this year. I believe it was on my dream list of things I wanted to do. It looks like it probably won't be happening because of the amount of projects we have on that run all the way up till December, but
yeah, we can make it for early next year if you want to.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to see where money's at.
Where that money at?
Where that money at?
Where's that money at?
Holler if you dollar.
Dollar if you holler. I think I might have like messed up the proportions of this a little.
It looks nicer from here. I can't see your reference, but it looks good.
It's an odd pose. It's like she's crouching down and then pushing her shoulders back, and she's got like a ribbon thing over the.
She's showing someone her boobs.
I guess.
She's like, look, look, behold.
So the ribbon is like actually coming like over here.
Pushes out the Butandi boobs. Which one do you rather go to, do you think, like New York or San Diego?
I thought you meant part of the boobs.
Well, maybe that too if you want to.
Probably New York.
Because you want to see New York.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Start spreading news. If it's closer to LA, I probably want to go to San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm all about the LA people.
That works too, though.
Yeah, just so many people I know are like living in LA. Well, I wouldn't say I know, but lots of people I'd like to meet that I know enough to be able to try and meet live in LA, and I'd love to meet them.
Yeah.
Like the director for the Ninja Sex Party video that shows on their tours that I was working with.
Oh yeah,
He's in LA. He showed John around when John went to visit.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him. Be amazing. Be proper amazing, like.
Is John still out there?
I think he is actually.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know how long he's staying for. Like, it's pretty amazing.
Maybe he just went. Maybe he's just there now.
He just lives there now. Hardick, you know I would do that. I will 100% find events and get in there.
So just post yourself as a package.
Yeah.
To them.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Have my box.
Well, that's a bit weird, but fair.
So the brightest patches are up here, If I do this.
Drawing them feet. Drawing them feet. Putting them on the page. Drawing them feet.
Yeah.
Putting no socks on. So I can see toes. Toes are hard to draw. So why don't draw them no more?
You don't draw no more toes.
No more toes.
For toes.
They're okay. Don't worry about them. They'll make it. They'll be fine. I like how he's got like hamster feet. Because that's my way to draw toes. Just give him hamster feet.
I would like to know what this very important thing is that you learned about legs, Hardik.
Oh my.
Because I struggle.
Yeah, tell us. Share your knowledge. You also need to draw the legs. Legs are not necessary and shouldn't exist at all. Well.
Thanks.
Awesome. Maybe that's true, but I can just have a floating iron torso. Don't you think he's more appealing that way? Without the legs?
Don't you think he looks so much better without his impediments?
Impediments? Without his condiments? Without his ketchup on his brown sauce?
Impediments?
You mean ligaments?
No, it's that a hindrance or an obstruction in doing something is an impediment. But I was like linking that word with, you know, like a pedometer, which is something that measures how many steps you take. I was thinking of
You were not.
Was.
Such a lie. You said impediment and then just say that you were matching it with pedometer.
I was thinking
you just thought of that now.
To ped. To like.
Ped?
Yeah.
You don't even know how pedometer works, do you? Lies.
Pedometer. It measures your steps.
Yeah, you literally just looked it up.
It didn't look up pedometer. I knew what a pedometer was. I'm
looking at Google pedometer right now on your screen.
I didn't have to look it up. I looked it up to show you.
Don't believe in folk. Look, he's getting all flustered. It's knocking everything over now. We're dropping all this spaghetti everywhere.
Sweet. Legs do suck. They shouldn't exist. And
people should just have wheels. I would be better on wheels. I would.
Well,
India Mark II.
And okay, India Mark II has wheels.
Yeah.
Where? Like built into your feet? Are they on your knees?
They're
Are
like,
they on
I'm
your
like
knees
one
and
of the
elbows?
wheelers from Dorothy of Oz.
I don't know them.
Look them up.
I'm not gonna look them up.
Look them up. You won't regret it.
A wheeler from Dorothy of Oz.
It's the Wizard of Oz something something.
But where are the wheelers?
Yeah, that's it. Go to images.
Yes.
Go back. Go to
would,
images.
You
Look
would
at them.
absolutely be better as one of these things.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I keep having his eyes open. He's realising I've been a wheeler all along.
I think you could put wheels on your knees and your elbows and then sort of just like crawl along.
I'll become a car.
Yeah.
Like a transformer.
I think this actor might have been in whatever I was watching last night, and he looked much the same.
I think he was a pretty famous actor, a comedy actor. Well, Aline, there's a certain thing called a pencil that we hold on the end of an arm.
She's talking about drawing and.
She's talking about drawing them.
Yeah.
I think she's voting to cancel arms entirely. Stop arms. Everyone should be unarmed from now
I
on.
have floating hands for everyone, so people still have hands, just not.
Okay, yes. You know what, Aline? That's great. I agree. I will sign your petition with my floating hand. In fact, it would be more useful not to have it attached to an arm because you could do more stuff with it.
Like mage hand.
Yes, I could reach things on higher shelves. What are arms except a limitation?
How would you get blood flow to your floating hand though?
Magic.
Right. Of course.
Ask a stupid question.
That's a legitimate question. How would you stop your hand from falling off?
Magic.
What if you got into disagreement with your hand and it stopped listening to you?
I'm not sure you understand magic, Mike.
I'm not sure I do either. You're completely right. I don't understand. I don't understand magic at all.
Get educated.
Hey, magic. What, at Hogwarts?
Yes.
Wingardium Levy magic hand.
Didn't know you knew spells.
I don't know spells, but
That was a proper one. Just said that
was it?
by accident. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guys, I learned magic. Wingardium magic hand.
Whoa, careful.
Steady now. Give me my whale.
A whale.
Yeah.
You-
That one's yours. Give me
It's
my
still got a
whale.
duck inside it.
Yeah.
Poor duck.
He's gestating.
What does that mean?
That means, isn't that the process before an egg is laid?
Oh no. He laid a duck to lay an egg for him. That's evolution.
Yeah. Let's see. Gestating. Yeah. Carry a fetus in the womb from conception to birth.
Ugh. How awful.
Sometimes I use words that I'm not even sure they are what I mean them to mean. They just come out of my mouth.
And you know what, Mike? That's okay.
Thank you. Hey, Match Vacuums. Boy, howdy.
Oh, howdy.
What does gesticulate mean?
That's when you gesture. That's the one I do know.
Yeah.
It's the one that I use more often in everyday life.
Just. You don't mean the word, you mean the action, right?
Yeah, I use gesticulate sometimes too. Gesticulates wildly. To be honest though, gestures just does the same job. And it's more understandable, so. Who'll be there when you needed somebody?
Me.
Who'll be there? It's the only one can help me. I had a picture of you in my mind.
Da, 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 da.
You will start a boy band with me.
Well, You'd need to be a boy.
That's the least important part. Boy band's just all about writing songs that you can sing from sitting on stools, and then getting up halfway through, and putting your hand on your heart and swaying as you sing, and wearing suits.
Matching suits stylistically.
Yeah. And about having a good spread of personalities.
I think
I would be the wild one.
each one has like one aspect of it. Like boy bands are just one person stripped out into like 5 parts.
That'd be pretty good. Like a cappella.
Yeah, like a cappella. You'd have to have been put into a girl group, not a boy band. Girls
Why?
don't get bands. Girl band.
No. I want to be in a boy band.
You want to be in a boy band.
Yeah. Sorry to be the hardest word.
What?
I don't know, isn't that someone sang that once? Someone did that.
All I caught was urge to be at the world.
Ooh, girl, make my beans on toast for you tonight. Gonna make you feel like you're the only girl in the world tonight.
If they were made to feel like they were the only girl in the world, would that be like a debilitating, like frightening experience where like there's no other female in all the whole the rest of the world? They're utterly and completely alone, except for I guess the rest of the male population, everything that's in between until it's not a girl.
Mm-hmm. You're like, ooh, girl, it's not chemistry. I love you 'cause you're the only one I see. You are the only girl in the world to me. Actually, it's just that it's a dystopian future and all females have been wiped out. And actually, there's nothing to do with love or feelings. They're literally the only girl in the world.
It's just proximity.
Yeah, it's
scarcity.
It's just you are the only girl left. Therefore,
girl, I transported you to a planet
you know what?
previously uninhabited.
I would
You're the only girl in the world.
I would really love for there to be a boy band that lives in a dystopian future, and everyone's busy scavenging, and they're like, no, the future still needs boy bands. I don't care that the world's ended and everyone's just trying to survive. We can warm people's hearts with our relatable boy band music.
I like this premise.
Yeah, I like that I'm still trying to do it
They're
everyone's just panicking.
They're trying to lift spirits, and they're performing a public service, keeping people's morale up.
The public service of pop.
Ooh, girl, I see you recycling that water, feeding into a cup.
And it just makes me go, ooh, girl. Fill that cup up, girl. You and me, we were meant to be. Can't you see, Jolene? Her name's Jolene now, because it rhymes.
Can't you see Jolene?
Yeah.
What about Stacy?
Okay, that's fine. She can be called Stacy.
No, Jolene.
Okay.
Dystopian Jolene.
Ooh, Talasite's got some crazy good news to share, groovy people.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Tell me the thing.
Okay, let's see what he's doing. Is he laughing? Are you laughing, Aaron? What do I have to animate you doing? Yes, he is. After leaving the stream, I think on Thursday, I made a few phone calls and resubmitted my university application I withdrew last year, only to get accepted on the same day. I'm going to get my bachelor's.
Amazing.
Oh
Awesome.
my gosh, yay! Tyler, that's amazing.
Awesome.
Good job, dude.
You had a gap year without the travel the world part. Nice.
It is nice, yeah. I think it's important sometimes to be able to take stock to figure out what it is you really want to do, you know? It's easy to just carry on through systems like that because you feel like you should be doing it rather than because it's what you want to do. So it's great to take stock sometimes. Think it over. That's really cool. I'm so proud of you. Oh, so I guess that's starting in... Is that starting in September?
Way to go, dude. We know a couple people graduating this year from their respective courses.
That's true.
I hope everything's going well for Jordan.
Me too. It's feeling just as unprepared. If you end up graduating feeling unprepared, don't worry, that's the way it's meant to be. But this will give you a lot of time to create stuff with other people who like creating stuff too, which is awesome. Oh, Tyler, I'm so happy that you did. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome.
You can do it, dude.
You're gonna have a blast.
FFX also is graduating.
Next Wednesday. Wow. How do you feel about that?
Is that when the ceremony and stuff is? You got your caps and your gowns and stuff sorted.
By the way, FFX, what's going on with Blue Zoo? Is that something that's a go? You never told us how the rest of the job fair went.
Or at least we missed it. There was a rundown.
It starts in September and lasts 3 years. Once it's done, I think I want to be a secondary teacher. I want to try and stop teenagers being lost before college by me saying, "Hey, but you're good at this though." That's really cool. Man, I wish I'd had someone like that when I was in secondary school.
Hello, Scoopy Cake.
Oh, nice name. Scoopy Cake.
Do you not need particular training to become a teacher? Secondary teacher.
A little bit, but nothing that like isn't doable.
Yeah.
Like it's not a huge amount of training. I think you just need to be proficient in what you're teaching.
No conclusive word back from Blue Zoo yet, but FFX is keeping their options open anyway.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm keeping my eyes on where everyone's at. Keeping my peepers peeled.
So she can smite you.
So I can snag people for certain projects and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you have a ton of work, FFX. Is there anything that you can talk about that you're working on? Oh, you keeping hush hush. My crazy media teacher did the same for me. My favourite memories are when he wanted us to be proactive, he'd yell, "Squeaky bum time!" That's a great war cry.
Squeaky bum time is terrifying.
Is that like the sound of bums on seats doing stuff?
I don't
Like,
know.
how does it relate to proactiveness?
Is it like when you're working so hard and you're stressing out that you're
Your
like,
bum's sweating
yeah,
and
then,
it's squeaking all over the plastic seats. Commissions collabs, I'm trying to finish off the uni stuff. Awesome. We have a project that we're working on into December. I suppose it's probably too early for you to know what you're doing for the rest of December. Like, up until then.
leave the poor boy alone, India.
Yeah, okay. I don't think we have enough money to poach anyone. Anyway.
Hard boil them, maybe.
But I was thinking about backgrounds and how we could try and make those easier on ourselves. Because people who I would normally ask to do the backgrounds are going to be very busy on animation.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome! A friend of mine's video game streamer on Twitch, YouTuber, recently got a big surge of attention, so I'm working on some channel stuff for him. Oh, that's really cool! I love seeing those.
I saw the little like bun with the sauce and stuff. Sorry, I saw one of the things FFX was working on for it. It was like an emoji or something, an animated emoji, and it had like a bun dropping down and there's sauce and stuff. It was really cool.
That sounds nice. It sounds like it would make me hungry. I love seeing really well done animations for YouTubers and streamers and Twitch users.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're really, really fun to look at when they're done well, so I'm sure you do a great job at effects. Talis like says, I always kind of assumed it was a dog dragging his butt on the floor, but now you say bums on seats, it makes sense. Like, you shuffle around and your bum goes squirt, squirt.
Yeah.
I have no clue though. I assume that he would have explained to you, or it would be an in-joke. I like that he would just say it with no explanation.
Maybe the whole point of it was the confusion.
Oh, that's really cool. FX says that the streamer is running a 24-hour charity stream, July 28th, in aid of Child's Play.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Using their powers for good.
I'd like to do that at some point.
A 24-hour stream.
I'd like to do something for charity.
Oh, gotcha.
To do with like streaming and stuff. Not this year, I guess, but at some point.
You could. Yeah.
I don't think I quite have time this year. I've got to be honest.
Alex, Danny, don't you know animation keeps asking him to do draw more in betweens, but he's like, no, sure.
Highlight the first part of that I saw is looking so good. It's so smooth and beautiful. I don't mean smooth in the way that people who don't know animation say smooth, where they think smooth is just also good. I mean it's smooth in the way where it's actually like all the movements feel really nice and organic and lead into each other well, and I can't really tell where you've just shifted bits around rather than completely redrawing them.
Yeah, I think Hardix found his niche of like Sexy dancing, but there's another word I'm trying to put in there. There's another word I'm trying to put into the kind of dancing that Hardik animates.
I don't know what kind of dancing you're trying to say.
Like flamboyant, I guess, is along the words. That might be Hardik's niche. Don't worry, it drops to 5s after that.
I bet 5s are quite good. I bet 5s turn out to be amazing. Like, after discovering the potential of 3s, I'm up for anything now.
You're a convert.
Yeah, some twinning looks pretty amazing, but I will always prefer hand-drawn. There's something about the craftsmanship, the artistry of actually drawing it by hand that I'll always love. It's the thing that makes me happiest when I do it.
You're only now starting to realise the importance of good drawings in animation, how much that can help with frame economy.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing that needs to be learned. A whole other kettle of fish. That's what Eastern animators, I think, excel at. Like, that's one of the things that I really like about Spencer Wan's animations, is that Spencer Wan animates everything on 3s. But all of the timing and everything is shown through where he puts the drawings rather than the timing or spacing he uses.
Yeah.
Sorry, rather than the timing he uses, the spacing is the thing. But,
Sorry, the snail made me laugh.
It's true. Aline says drawing good never hurts. Then Tyler says if the drawing's bad, make it intentionally bad to get humour points. Lean into the bad.
The better you can draw, the better you at drawing badly you will be.
It's true though, it's interesting how some drawings go further than others to describe actions.
Feet, I hate you.
Aline is enforcing a strict good drawing only policy. On our channel, Aline? Surely not. How will we survive?
I like to think that Aline will just slowly and slowly become more and more like Suzanne in her teaching methods.
That would be pretty amazing, actually. Then we could experience Suzanne. That's actually pretty good, Hardik. Make good bad drawings rather than bad good drawings. Don't worry, Tyler. Practice will make good drawings. Danny, don't you know that you are right as fuck? fuck on the
I
inside.
love that song so much. I love the line where it says, "You finally found your tribe." I thought, yeah.
I like the line where it says, "Tea is the best." And India rocks.
I think
it's really flattering that he put that into a song for me.
I think you might be listening between the lines there. Don't you know, India, that you're rad as fuck on the inside?
I can tell what he means.
You can know what he means.
I guess to a pedestrian audience it might not seem that way.
Yeah. He wrote and performed that song like 4 years ago, just for you.
See? You get it. You say it like it's a joke. I don't understand.
One of the lines is "rad as fuck, India." Hardick. Fuck.
Oh no. Hardick's become the song police for that song because he knows it so well now. Crap, I don't know it well enough, Hardick. I am hard as fuck on the inside though. I'm not like a squishy marshmallow. I'm like a marshmallow with a rock in the middle.
It changes Hardick. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's rad.
Really? Did I get a thing right? Because I wouldn't expect to.
It changes every chorus. It changes. It starts with hot. It goes to cool. It might never be hard.
It's gotta be hard. I'm sure it says hard. Because I thought I remembered that part from it. Probably because I've heard Hardick's excerpt a couple of times.
Okay, so I'm reading Danny Don't Know lyrics, and
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hardick's like, have I been hearing wrong? What the heck, there's never a hard, oh my god. Oh no. I was sure there was a hard.
so don't you know you're hot as fuck on the inside? Everybody knows bananas will be right for the time.
Is it hot? But it sounds like hard.
There's cool.
Because I can see hot sounding like hard when you're elongating it. Like,
Yeah,
Danny, don't you know that you are hard as fuck on the inside? That could be interpreted as hot or hard.
Yeah, the first one is hot. Hot.
Hardick is dead. Don't worry, Hardick. Like, hot and hard are really similar when you sing them. So I'm sure, like, the lip sync is still gonna work. Because you would use the same mouth shapes anyway.
He's got a Jersey accent, doesn't he?
Well, a D and a T
Hard.
are the same mouth
Hot.
shape, so
Yeah.
you're good.
I was like, wow, I hate American accent. The one American accent.
Danny, don't you know that you are difficult as fuck to animate lip sync to on the outside?
But that,
It's pretty
you
funny.
know, this lyrics might be wrong. I don't know.
It sounds more like Danny to say hard as fuck on the inside. Because it's kind of an innuendo as well.
I'm not gonna Google hard as fuck on the inside.
The action is him flexing his biceps. How is that hot? Or Hardick, I'd argue that Danny flexing his biceps is pretty hot. Danny, don't you know? Danny, don't you know? Danny, don't
I think one of them might be like I'm on another thing where on popbuzz.com it's like Danny don't know you're hard as fuck on the inside, but maybe people are also mishearing it. I don't know.
What? There's another lyric site where it says that is a lyric.
Yeah.
Well then, I think it's down to interpretation. You know you can buy the song, so there will be official lyrics.
Yeah.
That Danny will supply, so maybe look at the actual song site rather than like on Twerp's albums they have all the lyrics.
Like on their on where? On their actual.
Well, on Twerp's album, like they have all the lyrics there, so I'm pretty sure that wherever you can buy the song, it might have the lyrics. Ali says holiday freed me. I'm doing 3 schoolism classes at the minute. Oh man, I'm so jealous, Aline. I really want to do some schoolism classes. In fact, I won a class from, oh my goodness, I've forgotten his name, Stephen An. I won some Figotron classes from him, and I haven't even been able to do one yet because I've been so busy. Oh, Tyler, you could get some digital drawing in there. If you wanted to.
Aline is jealous of what you do too.
I don't see why. Spend the entire day working on 1 or 2 projects, and it'll be that way until the end of the year. No learning schoolism for me.
I don't know. It might ease up.
Yeah. Yeah, you realise how stupid that is, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not going to ease up. But I think that people will be blown away at the end. Do we like our tea hot or cold? Hot, generally. Hot tea?
He didn't write hot.
Oh. Oh my god, look, Hardic! I do it too! I did it even when it was just writing.
Yeah, you did.
Context is everything. I like hard tea. Gotta be nice and solid.
Can't have a party without hard tea.
It's nice to know you're not hung up on it though, Hardic. That was a joke. But Mike doesn't laugh.
I didn't get the joke.
Mike's my humour meter. If it makes Mike laugh, I know it was funny.
Are you making a ploy that I like between hung and hard?
What?
No? I don't know what's the joke.
Hung and hard?
Yeah.
Well, because Hardic's still talking about it.
Alright, okay.
So I was making the joke.
Right, okay, so it's not a pun.
No.
It's just a statement.
No, I'm sure it's been made better by me explaining it slowly over the stream.
Screw you, okay? I didn't get the joke, therefore it might not have been funny.
Hotic. That sounds like the name of some kind of trance musician or something.
Hotic, yeah. Some sort of like German hot dog stand.
Hot dog stand?
Yeah.
I was thinking more like who are the ones who made Bangarang?
Rufio.
No. No, not that. The song.
Earthia.
Never mind.
Bang around
Chat
the
if you know.
field.
If you know. Chat if you know what I'm talking about. Let me know which musical artist that was. What is it, Aline? Hot dog stand. Hotic sounds like a Sonic OC. Hotic the Hedgehog. It was Skrillex. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, Hotic sounds like it would be Skrillex or something. Sounds like that kind of sound. Oh no, Aline, you really are becoming Suzanne. Suzanne gave some of her clothing and shoes that no longer fit her.
Why did they no longer fit her? Is she shrinking?
Maybe she just outgrew them.
I think shrinking's the more pleasant alternative.
For what?
Expanding.
She can expand if she wants to. She can leave her friends behind. Because her friends don't pan, and if they don't pan, then they're no friends of mine.
If they're remaining the same size and not expanding,
I can't be friends with them anymore.
Yeah.
They have to expand too.
She gained a lot of weight so she can't walk much.
Oh no! Why can't she walk much? Suzanne, no! Maybe you can offer to go on walks with her or something, I don't know.
Get her in a hamster ball.
Oh, feet are a bit swollen now. That's so sad. Poor Suzanne. Oh well, good for me. Poor Suzanne. May your ankles never swell, Aline.
She hurt her leg.
No! No! Suzanne, no! I mean, I'm glad that means you've been able to help out. But that sucks for her. Not that you're helping out, that's awesome for her. But it sucks for her that she hurt her leg.
That must have been about a year you've been helping her now.
Where's the time gone? Elaine said she's like her mum. She'll get fat when she gets old. If I'm like my mum, I'll get even shorter when I get old.
Yay. I wonder if you're shorter now than when I first met you.
No, I'm taller.
You're taller, are you?
I think you got a bit taller. But I'm the same size.
I see.
I screwed up his beard and his face, and now I have to redraw it again.
Again. I guess.
Welcome to another Monday, starting yet another week. It feels like sometimes it goes past so fast that I don't even see it leave. Welcome to another Tuesday. Welcome to another year. Can't believe that we're still going, you're still here. And I'm still working on the same old stuff I'm working on all my life. Sometimes I think I've had enough, but I have to keep going, have to keep striving. Do-ba-do-do-ba-do-bo-bo. Do-ba-do-do-ba-do-bo.
You alright there? Do-ba-do-ba-ba.
This is I just got the Crash Insane Trilogy and it's making me feel like a failure. I like to think I'm good at gaming, but this game is turning me paranoid. I'm gonna eat the game in rage. Do it. It's the best solution. It's funny how we like stuff even though it's making us miserable. Sometimes at least.
I think if you enjoy challenge, then something that defeats you constantly is enjoyable. But sometimes we put ourselves through the pain in order to have the triumph at the end. Though.
Yeah. That's why it's worth me always picking fights with Mike. Once I beat Mike, I'll move on. He knows it's the only way to keep me here.
Is to defeat you.
Yeah.
Right.
So that you remain a challenge. Once I've defeated you, I'll move on to other people to challenge.
I slimed India's arm yesterday as a joke.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Then she came back from the bathroom, like she'd washed her hands and her arms, and she just started flailing wildly at my head.
Gotcha. I defeated you then.
There was this great moment where the other day India was like packing up her stuff and she was like putting her sketchbook, she was collecting her sketchbook, and she like went to like fake like hit me with her sketchbook so that I would flinch, but she did it at the exact moment that Declan turned around to say something to us, and he just sort of like kind of he froze and we froze, and he was just like, what?
He doesn't normally get to see me attack Mike.
He caught you red-handed.
Yeah. As far as he knows, the attacks don't happen. He doesn't know that Mike has to live in constant fear.
It was so funny.
Oh, it makes us miserable, but it also makes us happy. And it makes other people so happy, Aline. I have to believe that this will make people happy. Make people happy.
Hardy doesn't like hot games, he likes easy games.
No.
This pose is pretty cool, like a lot of the figures in really harsh shadow. I'm gonna see if I can try and capture it.
Capture that shadow. Shadow catch.
Shadow catch.
Shadow catch. So I throw a ball to you and you try and catch a shadow. Is that a shadow catch?
Yeah.
And then the ball hits your head and I laugh.
But I need. And how I laugh, I laugh, I laugh.
That's my game of improv. I play with myself.
What, I do a thing and then I laugh?
I throw a ball at Mike and then it hits him in the face and then I laugh.
I can't really
Mike
guess
walks
and
past
that.
and I trick him over and then I laugh. Mike tries to beat me in a fight but I win and I laugh.
And I laugh.
India stories. The best stories.
You'll never guess the ending. You could write a book called And Then I Laughed.
And then I laugh.
I helped an old man down the stairs the other day, and then I laughed.
Ha ha ha!
Take care, Tyler. Thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion where we were just goofing, but important goofing.
Congratulations! Like, on your decision to go back to university. Or to apply for university.
It's good.
That's awesome. Hopefully we'll catch you soon.
Alex says, I watched Grave of the Fireflies. And then I laughed.
And then I laughed. Still haven't seen that. Still don't really want to see that.
You should watch it.
Why should I watch it?
Because you are an animator. And it is an animation.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I should by default watch it.
It is a critically acclaimed, crafted masterpiece of animation.
You just want to see me sad.
I just want to
I just like to see me sad.
Well, you don't like children.
That doesn't matter.
Well, that's a story about children being sad.
I feel like it's gonna make me feel. I want to feel only the good times. That symbolizes good times to me.
Wah 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 hooey. This is goofy.
Yeah. The beginning of the Goofy movie.
Oh yeah. Don't talk to me about finances.
What finances?
Yeah.
Very well, travellers. Tyler has banished the puff of smoke and magic. Magic, proving he doesn't know how it works again.
Yes.
That's
Michael,
not the right sound effect, Mike.
Oh, okay. Can you please deliver us the right sound effect? Okay. Yeah, no. I can see.
The wizard's war cry.
Oompa! You'd make a great witch.
I make a great wizard.
You'd make a great wizard.
I'd make a great witch. You would make a great familiar.
What if I were your familiar? What creature would I be?
Human.
Oh. Okay. You just have a slave.
Familiar.
Thank you for correcting the term slave.
Familiar. Jared, don't you know? You'll do the sports thing. Elaine, tell us what's the sports thing? What kind of thing do you do? When you go to exercise, does the TV throw the ball, then you pretend to catch it?
We do the sports thing. We haven't done the sports thing in a couple of days.
We haven't done the sports thing all day. We fell off the sports thing wagon. But we're gonna get back onto it. I was planning to go this morning before the stream, but we didn't get to bed till like 2 AM or something. And when we woke up at 7 this morning, well, when we woke up at 6 this morning, we were like, ah. Why can't people say words like, hot is just hot and not hot?
Ha!
Danny, don't you know that you are hot as fuck on the inside? It's just a hat.
It's because of his Jersey accent. Oh, Hardig's so sad. You can make him say whatever you want to.
Seriously, Hardik, don't worry. Some people online have also interpreted it as hard instead of hot. And the lip sync still works. Precisely because you didn't put the R sound in. Because you didn't put the R sound in, it means that hot and hard both use the same mouth shapes. So it works either way. I think it's beautiful. It's got 3. The acting still works, the lip sync still works, everything is great. You could have interpreted it as something completely different. What if you'd interpreted it as hand glider instead? Then you'd be in real trouble. Nice laughing at me, and I don't know why.
Hand glider.
What's wrong with that? Or halloumi, which is a type of cheese.
You're halloumi on the inside.
You're halluminating. That I was trying to combine it with hallucinating, but it really worked.
Danny, don't you know?
Danny, don't you know? Danny, don't you know? Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. I'm going to make some shortcake. I'm going to eat it all. I'm going to go upstairs and bake and not give any to you.
At all.
I'm going to make some cupcakes. I'm going to frost them all. I'm going to bake them upstairs. I'm not going to give you any. A new song. Doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to rhyme. Just has to be cruel to Mike.
Just a distinct theme for this stream.
Mike, stupid Mike. You know what Mike did the other day, people? He shaved. He's shaved his beard off.
Yeah.
And he's cut his hair off. And now he's completely bald.
I'm not completely bald.
He's got no hair left on his body. He's squeaky. He squeaks everywhere like a balloon animal. Don't look at me. Ah. Okay, no, he trimmed his beard. So it's neater now, and he's cut his hair and it looks really nice. He looks very dapper.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Ali's like, yay, bald buddy.
Eileen, how dare you mute my beautiful music? What music do you have going today, by the way, Mike?
Is this some sort of like motivational piano-y thing?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very quiet. It might not even be audible on the stream.
Do you always have it too quiet for people to hear? I think Eileen's talking about my music. Your music? Is that what it was? It's my interpretation of music, Eileen. Music is like art. You can't put it into a box.
You can put art into a box.
You can put music into a box. It's called a music box. But
aren't we all just music boxes? Keep going.
I thought I was having a stroke or something. That's my sound, Eileen.
You found it.
That's my sound. I like the thought of Hardick meeting Danny one day and just being like, why didn't you just say hard? What's wrong with you? Why can't you pronounce it? And Danny just being like, what?
Hard as fuck on the inside.
Music is art, but what you did was neither. We'll see, Eileen. We'll see when I'm selling out all the clubs in Dublin. All those dub clubs.
Dub clubs.
Then we'll see. My name's in lights. Your way Suzanne's skirt. Is it a nice skirt?
Buffy has really not been around today.
No, she doesn't care.
No.
She doesn't give a good goddamn.
A good goddamn.
Drawing's difficult. I love that skirt. Oh my god. You are Suzanne, Eileen. You are become the Suzanne. Destroyer of dreams.
Ender of mediocrity. Devourer of student minds.
Oh, pockets! Holy crap. Eileen, you've got the jackpot. A skirt with pockets.
Why would you need the pockets in the skirt?
Well, because I don't know. I don't know. This is a problem. They just don't. Like, it's hard to find lady clothes with any pockets.
It's just weird.
Usually. But skirts in particular don't tend to have them. And imagine how useful. Imagine if I didn't have to ask you to carry my wallet all the time because I had pockets.
You ask me to carry your shit all the time even when you have pockets.
That's not true. I don't have pockets. And when I do have pockets, the few times I do have pockets are not big enough to hold anything in them because they're designed for women. Your pockets are big enough to hold wallets in. My pockets are barely big enough to hold my credit card in.
It's so stupid.
I know. Just give me pockets. I will happily carry my own stuff. If I have a way to carry it. I think they just want women to have to buy handbags, which are also very stupid.
Handbags are stupid, I agree. Handbags are stupid, I agree.
Yeah, it's just a bag that you carry in your hand. It's like, why not give me a side bag or a rucksack, something where I don't have to carry it because it's attached to me. Or just pockets. fashion decided it hated women, despite the fact that we're told it's like the best industry to aim at women because we're conditioned to want to be stylish all the time. Not that I've absorbed any of that.
Hardik says that the stream is so embedded in the schedule now that he automatically becomes very lazy and all over the place during the weekends.
That's awesome. I mean, it's not, I'm sorry, but I'm happy that stream is a thing.
No, we can be a positive influence when we're influencing positively.
Oh, Aline has a question. What is it, Aline? We will answer it the best we can. What's the difference between hold on and hang on?
Not much.
There's not much. You can use them both for the same scenarios. In general, hold on is when you're asking someone to wait for something. For a, I guess, medium amount of time. Hang on is usually when you're asking someone to wait for something for a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, if we're walking out the door and I say hang on, it probably means that I'm just going to grab my bag from the next room. If Mike asks me something and I say hold on, it probably means that I have some work to do and I'll be a couple of minutes before I get to him.
It's a good distinction.
That makes sense. Also, hang on can mean hang on during a bad situation. Hold on can be used in the same way, but it's less frequently used in that way. Like, hang on in there is something that people say. Like, hang in there, you can do it.
Yeah.
You could say hold on, but I think it sounds more serious when you say that. I mean, you're more likely to say hold on when someone is dying in front of you and you're like, don't die.
Yeah.
It's I think hang on is more casual generally, and hold on implies either more time or more gravity to a situation.
Hardy makes a good point. Holding something is easier than hanging on to something physically. You can hold on to something longer than you can hang on to something. So hold this for a longer time and hang this for a shorter time.
Yeah, pretty much. Although you can use them both interchangeably, and no one's gonna bat an eye if you do, because they're so similar.
That's a good way to think about it. Holding and hanging.
Yeah. Makes things much easier, just put it that way for sure.
Next question, Ali.
English is weird. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about how weird English is. And how we kind of have rules for different things meaning different things, or being used in different situations, but the rules are very, like, it's more of a feeling you get from the word than it is a hard, fast rule.
Like it's emotive.
Yeah. It's true, Hardik. I bet every language is weird. Every language has its quirks. that's really interesting. Hardest native language has a male, female gender for every noun. Every little thing. And I sound so dumb when I mess it up. French does the same thing though, right?
Yeah.
Everything is male or female. And in fact, I think... was it Italian that is also like that? There was a language we were talking about the other day.
Possibly, yeah.
Which was also like that. So actually, English is weirdly... seems like it could be the odd one out when it comes to that.
I think Declan was saying German.
Ah, yes, German, everything is gendered as well.
Diese das was.
Ah, there's not even a way to refer to something in between, like they or them in English. Ah, that's interesting. Because that means that people who feel like they are in between don't really have a way to express it as much. Oh, that sucks. I can see how you would feel that way. I would be worried about messing it up constantly too if I was using a language where everything was gendered.
As a language construct, it feels really strange to gender things because you have to memorize them. It's not like the object itself would give you clues. Well, it might give you clues to help you remember, but like you have to memorize it. Like,
it's just like an added level of detail that you have to know. That just kind of complicates things further. It's like, not only do I have to figure out how to structure a sentence and learn how to say it, but now I have to remember whether a chair is a female or a male thing to say.
And who decides?
Mr. Language. Don't know. When something new comes out or is invented, then who decides?
Yeah.
I guess the inventor will decide. Huh, Eileen says my niece can tell me a very complex story by arranging words. A different arrangement would communicate a completely different idea. There are infinite ways to communicate things. All of this amazes me on a daily basis. Hey Noah. Yeah, words are incredible. Like, language is the best thing that humans have ever invented.
I love the line in the recent Marvel movie where it's like, you just made that word up, and someone replies, all words are made up.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true.
It just kind of wins that argument. Really, like, you just made that up. Yeah, everything's made up.
We do only have about 10 minutes of stream left, but it's good to see you anyway, Noah. Welcome. How are you doing? Ellie says, no, drawing is the best thing invented. But you could say that since drawing is to communicate something, it's its own language, in a way. Like, there are rules on how to construct a drawing, just like there are rules on how to construct a sentence.
That's true.
But
Oh, no.
it's like the way you draw things also influences what the sentence means. Just like the way that you say things can mean something sarcastic or a question or earnest. Super interesting. Did I say words? I thought I said language.
I'm not sure.
Well, I meant language. Obviously, words have failed me.
Oh, did you fail them? I like this brush. This brush is cool.
You're cool. Ooh. gotta go back to sleep soon now. I hope everything's going okay for you.
Yawn.
Yes, big stretch.
In the land beyond, yawn.
In the land beyond. Lean's greatly enjoying your values.
I think family values are important, Ali. Our family, your values. I don't know what I mean. Just
I don't either, but I roll with it.
I've been on a real sci-fi series kick recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, it started with Westworld, and then I watched a bunch of Lost in Space. And now I'm watching this thing called Altered Carbon, which is like these devices were created called stacks that effectively store your memory, your personality, who you are effectively, and it's like this little device that's like in the back of your neck, and when you die, that stack can be spun up, as they say, into a new sleeve, which is another body. So effectively, like, if that doesn't get destroyed, you're kind of immortal.
Are you immortal though?
How do you mean?
Do you remember dying?
Yeah, you remember dying.
That's weird. But what about the native mind that comes with that body?
It just gets overridden. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tomikid.
So the person who just is in there but can't do anything.
Well, I think whatever the stack does is like it's weird. Like the brain is just like a vehicle, I guess, rather than the.
Yeah, but people are born like and they have personalities.
Yeah. I don't know. They must like. They must just like do something to the brains to make them blank. I don't know. It's not really
so
covered.
You kill someone then to take their body, essentially.
Yeah.
Because there will be a person in there if there's a brain and a body.
Well, people have birth sleeves where they're born and then that's their first sleeve, first body. Yeah. So only when you like get transferred into a new one are you effectively robbing someone, but they might have jumped out of it into someone else.
Well, how do you know? Like, if it's an implant in the back of your neck, how do you know it's your first sleeve? I know that.
How do you know if that's what you were born in? You wouldn't necessarily know.
Exactly.
But a thing happens where if you like jump into too many new sleeves, it like fractures your identity to the point like it makes you insane.
Yeah, you become a Horcrux.
Pretty much, yeah. And so like if you're poor, then every time you jump a sleeve, you like get more degraded, and eventually like you just like you won't be able to function anymore. But if you're rich, you can clone yourself, and you don't suffer the same degradation because you're just jumping into another version of yourself. It doesn't like strain
You mean you clone the sleeve?
Hmm?
You mean you clone the sleeve?
Yeah.
You must be overriding some personalities there.
So it's an interesting show. Hardik and Ali have both heard about Altered Carbon. Is it good? Is it any good? I like how it looks from the trailer. What's this about murder? It deals with some interesting concepts based around the one premise that like you that you have like sleeve death and real death.
Does sound interesting.
Yeah, because it opens up possibilities where, like, if you can transfer your consciousness from one stack to another stack, you can effectively teleport between places. And similarly, like, the stacks don't age, and so you can not be in a sleeve and for like 200 years.
So what happens to sleeves when you're not in them?
It's just a physical body, so I would assume if they're not. It's a good question. Like, it's not really addressed why
if you're literally like can transfer between them, then what's that body doing when you're not in it?
It's just be unconscious. It might still be breathing and everything, but
so like will you put it somewhere safe, like you're working in a storage container or something, like? Yeah,
potentially, yeah. Like, the general populace can't do it. Mm-hmm. They don't have the resources to do it, so you generally you're going around in your sleeve, and it's usual day-to-day stuff. But when you die, you might be able to get put into another sleeve.
I'm interested to know what the sleeves do when they're not inhabited by those consciousnesses.
They don't do anything, so they're effectively brain dead.
And they're brain dead because of this implant?
Yeah.
Stark, man. Yeah, I know, it says it reminds me about that movie where time is money but also your life.
Oh, that was a weird one.
I haven't watched that one. But I think the concept is really freaky and cool. That you're like spending time.
Yeah, it's a good metaphor.
How the real currency is time.
It gets a bit dark and stupid though.
Does it?
Well, like, people die and it's like, it feels needless. But in the context of the movie, it's like demonstrating a point that, like...
Is it demonstrating a point though, or is it not doing it not very well?
No, it is like people living day to day on like not much time, so every day is like stressful.
Yeah, but you sound like you didn't think it was done very well if you're getting annoyed about it.
When I say it feels like a needless death, it's more like someone can't afford a bus home, so they walk, and the amount of time it takes them to walk is the same amount as it would have cost them to get the bus. But like the guy's mother dies because she can't afford the bus to get back in time to get topped up in time. It's like something as trivial as missing a bus causes someone to die.
Yeah, to be honest, that doesn't make much sense in the world. Because if there was a world like that where that kind of thing could happen,
yeah,
I think there'd be a lot of people trying to take advantage of it. Like, I feel like there'd be a lot of people in the street, like street vendors, where they're like, we'll give you an extra 20 minutes, but you then owe us this much.
Yeah.
To catch people in dire situations where it's like,
but
they're going to die if they don't have it.
The thing about it, though, I guess in the film there are containers for a time, so they could have just that rather than giving you their own time. Yeah,
so like I can imagine if that was the state of things, there would be people waiting to poach those who are running very low and can't get to their top up, by making them make deals that is difficult for them to pay back or cost much more than it should, to give them it then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a difficult premise, Noah, because I think the premise is really good, but like you said, it must be hard to make that not on the nose. think that's a tricky one to do. Yeah, time loan sharks.
It similarly deals with people that are effectively immortal as well.
Yeah, because they're just rich.
Yeah.
What do you think the point of the movie was? What do you think it was trying to say at the end?
It's probably along the lines of like, if only a select few, like that it's imbalanced to only have wealth for a minority, and that it's important to kind of see beyond the greed and help your fellow human friends, I guess.
Yeah,
Like-
it's interesting they used time for that. That doesn't feel like
Yeah.
they could easily make that point with just money.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like whether they were trying to say something about time.
I guess it's also like questioning how you spend your own time and who you spend it with and what's more important.
Elaine, thank you for the apples. How are you? How are you doing? Apples and beer. Maybe just cider.
Or maybe it's a commentary like the people that are working hand to mouth day to day don't have time to kind of question the system they're in, or the freedom to rebel again. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched the movie.
Bye bye, Noah.
Oh boy. Thanks for the beer, Elaine.
We might have to head off soon though.
Yeah? What?
Just because it's 9 o'clock and we have some animation files to prepare
Okay.
and licenses to get and various things to get ready for. Today's going to be a big day, guys. Got to get lots of work done.
Yep.
Got to organise a ton of stuff. Try and make it a good one.
I just have to breathe deeply there because all the nerves just kind of bubble to the surface.
Are you okay? What are you nervous about?
Just the feeling of impending doom. Nothing.
The feeling of impending doom.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what about the project you're working on?
I think just like there's so much to do and not there's enough time to do it, but it's like, you know, that feeling of like, don't get overwhelmed now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to need to practice that because I'm not going to be around at the end of the month because I'll be working on all the stuff.
Don't get scared.
Don't get scared now. But Elaine, before we go, do tell us like how the new job's going and how you are in general. trying to animate this fool laughing.
Fool.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how to animate someone laughing, so I'm kind of winging it. I'm hoping that it's going to look like a laugh at the end.
Surely there's footage of
You know what?
Dan or Aaron laughing.
That's such a good idea. I didn't even think of using reference. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I should have been referencing this the entire time. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll check it out before tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to get the laugh better. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, I don't know how to animate a laugh. Like, I could just I can literally look at the people that are animating, laughing.
Yeah. Not just like general laughs, but like if you looked at like a power hour or something.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing back then either though, Aline. I've never known how to animate a laugh. I've just kind of gone with it. But I don't know if I even look a good thing. Elaine says, good, I'm weirded out by how nice my clients are. And I'm mainly doing character design of their mascot right now.
Ooh.
That sounds awesome. Working on getting a schedule working, so I haven't had time to work on my own junk lately. You'll get time though. Get that schedule going and you'll be grand. I'm really happy for you though, that's great. I still remember the Hollow Knight character design you did. So good. Very convincing, right?
I could be an actor. Make me laugh, Harley.
Never stop laughing, Mike. I have to reference you. Let me put a stop frame here and check out how it looks. I started inking the very beginning part, so I have to forgive those.
Let me try spots again, so.
Elaine says, it was tough making their original design look good without going too far out of their design preferences. I get you, Elaine. When there's not a great character design to work from, but you have to update it.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make it look good, but you're like, I'm kind of constrained by the original decisions here.
You've had to do that in the past, I think.
Yeah. And illustrators are becoming less scary, which is great.
Yay.
I really like the way that when you paint, Mike, it looks so much like you're sculpting with clay.
I like this brush. It's like, ooh, it does values real nice. But thank you.
A stick figure. It's not actually a stick figure, is it? I have a bit of gunk all over the screen in terms of those panels just being there. But just ignore the panels, I guess. I didn't see Alien's sculpture. Whereabouts is it? I'd love to see it. Okay, it looks like the laugh's starting off okay. Cat is very simple. I might need to start a bit earlier. Please share them, Aline. Share them! Poof, 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 share them.
I think I might have actually done these two. Okay.
Well, anyway, we should head off ski because I'm anxious to get a ton of stuff done, all admin stuff,
Cool.
just to make sure we're prepared. You know.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Aline, please put it in the tag bar or the feedback group. She's just said that she will share the ZBrush sculpture.
Oh, cool.
So I'm just saying.
Hopefully this doesn't have all of the...
Thank you, Hardik. Thank you, Elaine. Who's saying nice lady sculpting.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, they're doing the end screen thing.
I'm doing the end screen thing. Yeah.
Wow. Wow!
You just read a part of the animation breakfast stream. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
May the rest
Of your day.
be full
With
adventure.
adventure.
Take care now.
Bye.
Bye bye.